G'day traders, John from Crypto Candlestick Trading. Another quick update on Bitcoin and the crypto markets. As we can see here, it looks like we've been rejected pretty convincingly at this stage. We've got increasing selling volume, perfect looking dojis and rejection at that weekly 200 moving average line, which is a really dodgy extension of the original 200 weekly line. So back to the daily, and here, we've come up above two dojis, perfect looking things, and then decision made by the looks of it, and we've closed below two moving averages. So now we can see that still the moving averages is making a high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and it's potentially heading down towards lower low. If this goes down and closes down below, say 19.8, then below the price where it is now, then we actually want to see that 9 come and close below this here. Then that will confirm the downtrend is still underway. But we can see here pretty clearly that it's looking very negative, and more so to the south side than the upside. And the way for the least resistance would be to go south. There's so much resistance, overhead resistance here. It's huge. And down below here, the only support that we've got is this line here, around about the 20,000 mark, a little bit less than 19 to 20,000, somewhere in there. And then next one we got down is around about 11 to 13,000, so about 12,000. So anyway, let's just have a look. So far we've closed below the 9 and the 20, and it's looking very negative. Here we've had an attempt, dodgy attempt, and then straight away, firstly, when this candle came up and closed below, 30%, 40% of people sold out. That's the first negative. The second negative is we've got a doji indecision. And now straight away, the very next day, so this red body, all it has to do is sell more than 50% down this green body, and then that negates any good buying that happened. And that's exactly what we had here. And we've closed below the 50, twice now. Will we get the break below, the low side? It's very possible, because we're so far telling us that it's been rejected at the 50. So it looks like this downtrend is still underway. Here we're only resting on the 50 at this stage here though, but Shiba, it's gone up. I did like that, but I can't trade it because of where Bitcoin is. I haven't been in a trade now since Bitcoin has been in this area here. So from this day here, I haven't traded. And so, what's that? Coming onto a month now, I haven't traded, and, I've had no reason to trade. It's, choppy. I was expecting support here, and I was expecting resistance up here. So between here and there's not enough room for me to make profit. And even trading the other altcoins, there's not enough room for Bitcoin to make 10% and these make 30% or something like that. Yes, it's doable, but I want to see it where we've got an open, if we close below here, say for example, around about 18,000, then that would convince me that we're closing below, making new lows, and it's established, and maybe we should be trading the short side. That's pretty much what I'm after, and the same with long side as well. But here, indecision, just not very good trading. Here, closed above the 50. Yep, it's looking pretty good. Good volume accumulation. Would have liked a little bit more on the pop though. And then here, nothing there. Look at that, nothing there, no volume. No good. And as I said, I just can't trade any of these until they're, Bitcoin has broken out and chosen a direction. Here, look at this, the low, a high, lower low, lower high, this is with a 9 EMA. And, so just sideways chop at this sort of stage, but we're closing below two moving averages. And if I can I don't know if I'm just looking at this. Yeah, that seems about right, actually. I'm just trying to see if there's anything that kind of makes more sense. That kind of makes sense. Look at that. Touch, bang, breakthrough. It's not looking very good. A lot of people would have seen that too. Here we try to break over and straight away engulfing. Now we've closed below, and increasing volume as well. We could probably almost draw an uptrending line there, like the same we did on that last one as well, Ethereum. Yeah, that's looking like it. Look at that. Touch, bang, breakthrough. Increasing volume. So I've still got those orders in, my orders in for the low side, and like say this one here, the chance of me getting it quite slim, but they're still there. So 18 cents. If I manage to get myself some of this ADA at 18 cents, man, I'll be happy. While I'm sitting here and I can't trade because I'm not going to trade while Bitcoin's in that frame of mind where it's idle. If we get a quick pop to the downside, I've got some open orders in there, so I'm kind of hoping that we get a quick pop to the downside. And look at this here, just squeezing. It's going to break out sooner or later, but at the moment we're in a bit of a squeeze, and $33. So, and look, it doesn't take much. Like that's $140 down to $33. That's it. I know that's a massive gain and a massive loss, for some people. But if we have a look at that, that's easily achievable. It's not difficult, and all of a sudden from here as well, $87 up to $137. Nice little run there. That's the sort of things that we're after. But here, tight trading, it's going to break out soon, some way. Look at this, just breakouts to the downside. Bang. Doge. And when it went under the major moving averages, it couldn't get it back above it. And here we're still below the major moving averages. $6.60. And I think my order is in for $5.50, somewhere around there. That's not far away at all. Looking at that there. Let's just have a bit more of a look. So I could even, 520. I just want to go down here and have a look and see around about where, I should be having these. So I'm going to go from this red here, I'm going to go just above that red there. So that's $5.50. Yeah, that's why I've got it there. So for this red here, that's the one that I'm targeting. So if we get just a quick stint above, like a quick flicker down below, so like this one here, straight pop, pop, and then we take off, That's the sort of thing that I'm potentially looking for in this here, and look at the decline. It's been massive, this decline, $54 down to, $6.60, so. But, I'm just kind of sitting there waiting. We cannot force the market, we cannot push the market, we're just going to, do what the market tells us to do. Here we are, nice, and here we're not decided yet. Actually, we have decided, and it looks like it's going south, so. This is why when we see, I pointed this out yesterday that, this looks like a nice rise and a cup with a handle. Now, like when I first looked at these, I think to myself, oh, well, that didn't work. These don't work. But hang on a minute. This did work. This kept us out of the trade. If this would have skyrocketed through here with massive volume and a big fat candle above these highs here, then that would have been an entry. But it didn't give us an entry. And, if it gives us a sloppy entry, we don't take that either. So we take things that are good and strong and solid and exactly, our criteria to, as to what we want. And have a look at this here. I just noticed this here. So we've got previous support back here. So this is the, we've come down, previous support, broke through, got resistance perfectly at that price. And then here we only made it to the 50 and then we rejected. And now we've closed below these moving averages. This is saying something. Increasing volume too, even though it's only small, but it is increasing volume. This here is rejection. But in any case, let's go back to this. This is a cup with a handle, a scoop pattern, whichever way you want to call it. But if we would have had a nice break above here, I would have, looked at buying in. But, that's only when Bitcoin does this. I wouldn't buy this just because this has done it. I'm actually looking for Bitcoin to do this, and then I'll be buying all the others. But here we can clearly see that there's been rejection there, and there was no reason whatsoever to be buying this because there was no buy in it. Okay, I think that's probably about enough. And so, same here, this looks the same. It's a cup with a nice little handle. Here, and we've turned green. And this could actually turn out to be a favourable buy. But what's the problem with it? Bitcoin. Bitcoin's the problem with it. If this takes off and has a nice little run up to, 75 cents or something like that, it's great. It's made almost 50% of your money. But the only problem is that what happens if Bitcoin tanks? This has a 9 out of 10 chance of tanking with Bitcoin. So while Bitcoin's in that unfavorable position, I just won't be buying anything. Here, nice run up, failure. Yep, just keep on going. And here, look at that. That's gap down, failure. Man, we could see some really low prices. So this kind of excites me, I hope that we see some significantly low prices from here. And, if it lasts a long time, I'm happy with that too, because it'll give me more chance to accumulate and get ready for for when it does break out. Look at that, tight trading. Yep. And let's just have a look at where that came from. So this is so I've already got an order in down here, and that's at $2.26, so it needs to drop another $1. You know, that's madness, like to look at that. But you know, this is all the way up here for $20, and I want it for $2.50. 10 times, probably 8 times, you know, from the top down. All right, traders, I could just keep on going, but I think I better give it a miss. Here we are, down at these lows here. You know, it might be scrappy trading between, you know, might go all the way from $5 to $15, $5 to $15 or whatever like that. You know, it's going to be quite treacherous, but you know, at the end of the day, if you're just accumulating down at these lows here, you know, like, and it's dollar cost averaging, you know, which you can do. You know, I'm going to choose to do it on a few of these cryptos, you know, while they're down here, and then when they give me a buy, you know, while I'm doing dollar cost averaging, it will force me to check what's in my account and how it's going every day. And so when I'm there and I'm looking at these and I go, oh yeah, well, I owe that one $500 or, you know, $50 or whatever it is, then, you know, and I'm looking at it for the breakout, because when it breaks out, I'll be buying it too. Yep, down to here, look at that. You know, that's so the average kind of price, the high there was $2.50, down to 29 cents. And look, that's getting flat. That's getting flat. You know, down here, and you know, these backs here, that little bit there, you know, a little bit tight trading, and here we've got tight trading again. You know, this is the time that we should be looking at potential buys. And Monero is just a very wild card. You know, Monero just needs to be, for me, because I just can't trade it successfully very well. You know, it always teaches me, or more often than not, it'll teach me a lesson. But, you know, I have no problems in buying Monero. I think that, you know, Monero offers one of the best things for crypto, and that is 100% privacy. That's all it offers, but it offers 100% privacy and, you know, complete secrecy of your holdings with Monero. So, you know, you can go on an Exodus wallet, open up an account, transfer your Monero to that Exodus wallet, and all of a sudden it's your Monero that no one knows about. Anyway, traders, I could just keep on going. $40, $480, and look where it is now. But, you know, it'll be nice to see a quick pop down of these low sides here, and you know, be able to pick up some cheap Monero for $50 or something. All right, traders. Anyway, I'll leave it at that, and I hope you have a good day. Any questions with the charts, please let me know, and yep, we'll go from there. Okay, talk to you again soon. See you.